Welcome to this presentation about designing inclusive learning in diverse classrooms. Today we'll look at the definitions of diversity and inclusion, as well as an inclusive pedagogical framework and how it meets the learning needs of diverse student groups. Let's get into the effective strategies and practical implementations. Diversity. Individual distinctions such as colour, ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic status, disability, language, and so on can all be considered diversity. In the educational setting, diversity emphasizes the breadth of students' origins, experiences, and opinions, and it recognizes that each student brings distinct characteristics to the classroom, contributing to a more diverse learning environment. Inclusion is the process of creating an atmosphere in which all students feel valued, supported, and involved. It is not enough to simply acknowledge diversity. Students from all backgrounds must be actively integrated into the educational experience. Inclusive education entails tailoring teaching procedures and resources to the requirements of all students, ensuring that everyone has equal access to learning opportunities. To ensure every student's success, students must address learning barriers, promote a sense of belonging, and give personalized support. Inclusion seeks to make all students' educational experience meaningful and fair. Inclusive pedagogical framework. An inclusive pedagogical framework is an integrated strategy that ensures that all students, regardless of their background or ability, have equal access to learning opportunities. This approach serves students' diverse requirements by including several crucial elements. Differentiation entails adapting teaching approaches to meet the various requirements of students. This entails acknowledging that students possess a variety of abilities, interests, and learning styles. Educators achieve differentiation by tailoring content, processes, and products to specific student requirements. For example, in a math lesson, an educator might provide different sets of problems to accommodate varying skill levels, or provide multiple forms for students to demonstrate their understanding. The UDL, also known as the Universal Design for Learning, is an approach for creating inclusive learning environments by providing multiple ways of engagement, representation, and action and expression. This approach helps meet various learning preferences and needs. Engagement. Providing a variety of strategies to encourage and engage students, such as employing diverse resources and activities to keep them interested and involved. And representation. Presenting information in a variety of ways, such as visual aids, audio materials, and interactive tools to accommodate diverse learning styles to assure content accessibility. Action and expression. Allowing all students to display their learning in a variety of ways, such as through written work or oral presentation or creative projects to encourage varied modes of expression. Groups of diverse learners and strategies. Number 1. Students with disabilities. Students with disabilities face a range of challenges which differ depending on their nature and severity. These problems can be physical, cognitive, sensory, or emotional in nature, affecting their engagement and participation in the educational setting. Physical disabilities. Students with mobility impairments may struggle to navigate the classroom or use traditional teaching tools. They frequently require specialized accommodations such as wheelchair, accessible workstation, adaptive seating, or tailored physical exercises to fully participate in educational experiences. Cognitive disabilities. These include learning challenges such as dyslexia, dyscalculia, and intellectual disabilities that impair information processing and retention. Differentiated instruction is an important strategy for helping these students. For example, employing assistive technology such as speech-to-text software can greatly benefit students with cognitive disabilities by allowing them to dictate their responses, so avoiding the writing difficulties associated with dyslexia. This method not only increases their independence and confidence, but also supports Universal Design for Learning, or the UDL, by giving many models of action and expression. Sensory disabilities. Students with vision or hearing problems may need special accommodation. Materials for people with vision impairments may need to be supplied in braille or large print. Students with hearing problems may benefit from sign language interpretation or captioning services. Integrating adaptive equipment and flexible classroom design such as ergonomic workstations and accessible walkways can help meet these demands and build an inclusive environment in which all students can engage effectively. Emotional and behavioral difficulties. Students with anxiety problems, ADHD, or autism spectrum disorders may benefit from behavioral therapies and social emotional learning tools. Creating a supportive and regulated classroom atmosphere with a tailored management strategy might assist these children traverse their educational experiences more effectively. English as an additional language or dialect, EALD learners. EALD learners who are learning English as an additional language come from a variety of linguistic and cultural backgrounds, and they confront unique obstacles in understanding English while engaging with academic content. Language development. EALD students prioritize strengthening their English language skills by using visual aids and scaffolding approaches such as graphic, organized, or pictorial dictionaries. These can help students understand and retain the academic material. These tactics adhere to the UDL's principle of representation by delivering information in a variety of formats and catering to the varied learning demands. Cultural integration. EALD students may face obstacles due to the unfamiliar classroom practices and cultural expectations. To overcome these challenges, teachers and educators can incorporate bilingual resources and create peer support networks. Bilingual tools such as dictionaries and translated literature can assist bridge language barriers, and matching EALD students with fluent English speaking classmates adds support and promotes social integration. This method not only benefits EALD learner students, but also improves the classroom environment by encouraging cultural variety and mutual support. Content comprehension. To help these learners acquire and interact with the curriculum, teachers should combine language development and content instruction scaffolding strategies, such as step-by-step instructions and content-rich explanations, making the academic information more understandable. Furthermore, connecting students' native languages with English can improve comprehension and retention by exploiting their prior linguistic skills. To effectively create inclusive learning environments in diverse classrooms, educators need a deep understanding of diversity and inclusion alongside the application of inclusive teaching practices. By incorporating differentiation, universal design for learning, or the UDL, and cultural responsive teaching, educators can address the varied needs of all students, ensuring equitable access to educational opportunities. Tailored accommodations and differentiated instruction are critical for the students with disabilities in creating an accessible and supportive learning environment. Similarly, for English as an additional language dialect, or the EALD learners, tailored language development tactics and cultural relevant resources are critical for closing language gaps and increasing academic engagement. Finally, developing an inclusive classroom requires not only recognizing and celebrating students' different origins and talents, but also actively incorporating strategies that promote their success. By intentionally and consistently using these tactics, educators may foster more than equitable and effective learning environment, ensuring that every student can grow and contribute meaningfully to the classroom community. Thank you.